Greenhouse effect, pollution, and global warming. When I was a kid, I usually burning dried leaves and plastics. I thought the smoke that it creates, then upcoming to the sky, will become a cloud. But it wasn't. Since when my teacher discussed about the greenhouse effect, pollution, and global warming, she also asked me on how do clouds done. Then I answered, the smoke that going to heaven will become a cloud. Then she said, no, that is wrong. Then she discussed to us on how do clouds form. First is clouds form when the air rises. As air rises, it cools. Cooler air cannot hold as much water vapor as warmer air. And as the temperature reaches the dew point, the water vapor will condense on dust particles. Afterwards, a cloud was formed. My teacher also examples the great contributor of the carbon dioxide. And I realize I am part also because of what I did. What is the greenhouse effect and how does it work? The greenhouse effect is the phenomenon that causes Earth's temperature to be greater than it would be otherwise. Heat-radiating gases, also known as greenhouse gases, capture and reflect some of the radiation emitted by the Earth. Around 26% of the energy that the Earth absorbs from the Sun is reflected back to space by the atmosphere and clouds. A portion of it, about 19%, is consumed by the atmosphere. Greenhouse effect and global warming. The term global warming refers to an increase in the temperature of Earth's climate system as well as its consequences. The temperature of the Earth is rising and it has risen by 0.85 degrees Celsius according to scientific data. This has had a different effect on different regions to scientific data. This has had a different effect. Rising water levels, melting glaciers, depletion of sea ice at the poles, warming global temperatures, changing temperatures, drought extension, and other consequences are among them. This poses major risk to humanity, such as decreased crop yields and the submergence of low-lying areas due to increasing sea levels. The greenhouse effect is a significant contributor to rising temperatures. As a result, in order to reduce global warming, we must limit the greenhouse effect, as well as the gaseous emissions that cause it. Prevention of greenhouse effect. How can we prevent the greenhouse effect? Afforestation on a large scale area helps in decreasing the release of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Conservation of energy. Switching to renewable sources of energy such as solar energy, wind energy, and etc. will reduce the use of fossil fuels. This eventually reduces the release of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Policy intervention. When the government comes up with strict policies to maintain the overall air quality of the city. But the most preventative tool is sharing knowledge about it to others, just like what our teacher discussed to us. According to Harry S. Brody, knowledge ministers directly to self-preservation. secure for one of the necessities of life. It helps in the rearing, disciplining of offspring, involved in maintaining one's political and social relations, fill up the leisure part of life, and gratify tastes and feelings.